don't swim leptospirosis.
Yeah, but
and
people
like,
swim in that water, which is weird.
We looked it up, and it's like it's from rat carcasses or rat feces.
Rat feces.
And like
there's
I
so
don't,
many rats
I don't actually know what leptospirosis does to you, but it sounds really bad. And
I think it's something like Moose had. Like it gets you just really gnarly sick.
I'm just gonna say I had leptos, whatever it's called.
Mackie Films is in the house. This is podcast number 34. We're cranking them out.
Frank Z.
Easy, buddy. Easy. Ease up. Relax on us.
Is that my phone? Someone's phone ringing.
It never ends, guys.
Why the hell is Gomi calling me?
Answer it. Answer it.
Answer it. We always get a call when the pod starts.
What's good, buddy? Yeah, we're ripping it right now. It's kind of firing.
You missed it.
A couple of nuggets out there.
Gomi, it's firing.
You missed it.
What'd you say? What? Yeah, Moose and Ben.
You missed it.
Yeah, totally missed it. Always blowing it, you know.
You might as well get back on, though. Still a couple of nuggets out there.
There's nugs everywhere we look.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'll probably be over in a little bit.
All right, Gummy. Well, we're doing a podcast right now. I'll hit you up later.
Peace.
Peace.
Wait, how did he just realize that like you were lying?
What do you mean?
Because you were like, "Oh, we're doing a podcast right now." He thought you were at the beach. You said you were still at the beach.
Yeah, I know. He thinks we're doing a podcast at the beach.
We're gonna go look at my phone because it's in the car, and I guarantee 3 missed calls from Gomi.
Shout out to Gomi, dude.
Gomi?
Charges way harder than you'd ever expect him to.
Yeah, because he charged at the wedge once.
Not only that,
he did send it at the
Gomi
wedge.
did.
he has a Darkfall cinema clip from
How wasn't
up
he like
north.
really young?
Dude. Well, it was filmed by Alex, but it was like 4 years ago.
He's in Darkfall.
No, but Alex shot a clip of him.
It was during the Kelly Slater swell.
Bigger wave than Moose has ever dropped it on his life.
Not a chance.
Did he actually pull in and like do the whole thing?
He
Or
did the whole damn thing.
The whole thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Fully Nuking podcast. It has been going down. We can't even stop this thing. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill covered in just the thickest, deepest, gnarliest, heaviest snow you've ever seen in your life, rolling to the bottom and creating a perfect snowman.
Weird.
Wait,
that you would use that analogy.
it creates a snowman like itself.
Yeah.
It's like just
vibes out into the snowman. So today we brought in some mega tyrants, just the heaviest hitters we could find, just the gnarliest dudes we could ever see in our lives. We got Shea Moose Carey, the Moose, 642 subscribers on his YouTube channel right now.
Moose.
Going for 1,000. He wants to monetize this year. You think it's going to happen for him?
2022 or 2023?
2022.
I think 2023 is my year.
How can you what number do you need to be at
You
monetize?
need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time.
That's only 1,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only 1,000.
Oh, they changed it up.
1,000
And
watch time?
I thought.
No,
Maybe
I think it's
it
1,000 subscribers.
to his direct right, finishing his second Red Bull in 10
Starting his
minutes,
second
Mackie
Red
Film.
Yeah, that's me, guys. What is that, dude?
It's a reggae horn. I don't know. I think his was just a goat. But the goat. The guy.
The good
guy,
of
yep.
filming.
Ben Gravy's best filmer.
I am the guy.
Hashtag the guy.
Hashtag the guy.
Athlete.
We
Just
got
so
the
everybody knows
old
that.
guy, the new guy, and the guy.
Who's the old
You're
guy?
like the Fonz.
Mac is the old guy.
And then
Ooh, that was
JT's,
some fighting words.
JT's the new guy.
We've been saying that to him for weeks.
And Mackie is the Fonz. You know Fonzarelli from that show?
Yes.
Yes, that's Mackie.
I don't think any of them will know.
You
know,
I know Fonz.
Oh, okay, you're not that young.
and our gracious, Moose is 14 years younger than me.
Yeah, that's
And our
disturbing.
gracious co-host of the pod, the beautiful, the magnificent,
Oh, I hate it.
the up and coming in the surf game, the Instagram surf game, Jordan Vernon. Notice how Mackie's not
Mackie's
clapping.
not clapping
Wow.
for me,
Okay.
so
Okay. Now we forced one out of him.
I was giving a little
All
boot.
right. All
I was
right.
giving a
All
boot.
right. Come on now. Come on down. Where
Why
are
did
we
we both
going?
notice that he didn't clap?
Okay, and yeah, so we're here today. It's still not Halloween.
Drinking.
We've been filming a lot of podcasts.
Ben, no, because some of them are really filled up high. Ooh, you see that save?
Wow. That was
She
athletic.
caught it in her cleavage.
T-shirt.
So what's up, Jordan?
I don't know. You decided to film a podcast, so this is your podcast today.
I do not like when people burp on the podcast.
Was that what he just said?
That wasn't
You
me.
didn't hear that?
Yeah,
No,
was-
Moose.
It was the
That was
moose.
nasty.
So Moose.
No, Moose.
Moose
No,
likes
Moose.
making like mouth noises. As
We're
close
gonna
as
have
he
to
can
turn
the camera.
his
Yeah.
mic off, Ben.
Yeah.
I can
Just-
do that.
just give him
I
a
can
quick-
take care of that. No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay, bye.
Aw.
You're off
No,
the
wait,
pod.
he's not even
I'm
off.
still.
Who did I turn off?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
Whatever.
still standing.
Moose has been staying with us for what feels like forever, but it's only been one night.
Feels like it's been longer than Slippery
But
was
we
here.
did watch the Moose was my Bachelor in Paradise partner
God.
last night.
Yeah, it was.
So we all have a mutual friend that's on this show, and it's
I wouldn't
very
consider him a friend.
well mutual.
He's my friend.
well,
He's my
mutual
friend.
in the way that like we all know who he
It's
is.
just-
We went to Typhoon Lagoon with him.
Yeah, so I actually know
Good
him.
times,
Mackie,
good times,
Mac,
good
did you
times.
film it or I filmed that day?
No, you filmed that.
I filmed that
was
day.
Whoa,
there.
Mackie wasn't there?
Nah.
No invite?
No invite.
It's weird because I'm like, all right, Jordan, every project we ever do, I'm like, all right, Jordan, you know who my number one is, get him on it. And then like she's in charge of hiring people for certain shoots.
And I just never get the call.
And sometimes you don't get the call, and I'm like,
That was
what
an
happened
Alex,
here?
That was an Alex DiFilippo special.
That was
He got us-
Alex's birthday.
He
Actually.
got we got invited to
Oh,
Alex DiFilippo's birthday.
I will say this: we have never done a podcast without mentioning Alex DiFilippo
Are you serious?
or Perry every single
because
time
he's
we
a
talk.
mutual friend.
I know we
They're
talk about him
mutuals.
every single time. So
Olympics.
shouts to the boys.
Olympics 2050.
I doubt that you guys are watching, but if you are,
We
what's
need
up?
to get them together on the podcast.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm
here's the
inviting Alex D on the podcast.
I
so
feel like Popper definitely watches all these.
here's the text message I
100%.
received at 6:50 a.m. driving to the beach. Perry Saganas texted me Instagram message from the Greek, like the guy that's in charge of the Olympic Committee in Greece.
Is it today?
And the guy was telling him, Perry, as long as you keep showing up, you are invited to all Olympic events for the rest of the time that you keep surfing. And pretty much what Perry was claiming is when the Olympics gets back to Greece, this could be sometime in the next 50 years, Perry's going to get a spot in the surfing because that's what they do. They give one spot to the host country. So
Oh.
Perry's claiming he will be in the Olympics for surfing one day. If he's 40, if he's 50, if he's 60, he'll be there.
Interesting.
Everybody can dream.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's an interesting.
All right,
claim.
but here's the thing.
What's
with
the
ISA
thing, Moose?
surfing?
What?
It goes back. Your great grandparents have to have been in that country for you to surf there.
Okay.
My great grandmother was born in Greece.
No.
There's no way. This is just made up story.
That was a made up
So-
story.
No.
I thought you were
So-
100% Irish.
No, my
Well,
dad's side
only
of
when he's
family is.
listening to the Dropkick Murphys. He's like, I'm 100% Irish. You guys know that. And
Yeah,
then,
and he has like a super Irish tattoo now. So
yeah.
Is that Irish?
I mean, it's like St. Christopher. I'm pretty sure he is Irish, isn't he?
Is St. Christopher or Santa Claus? Is that
Are
Santa
you-
Claus?
Yeah.
Or is that St. Nicholas?
That's St.
No,
Nicholas.
that's Santa Claus on his arm.
That's not Santa.
I'm a
He's
big-
trying to get
big-
some good
big
presents.
Christmas guy.
He-
I don't want coal anymore.
Oh, that would be nice.
You've never gotten coal.
You should get Rudolph the Red.
Ben has gotten coal.
I actually have gotten coal.
Has Mackie ever gotten coal?
Nah, I think everyone here got taken care of by Santa Claus.
That's so nice.
I still get presents from Santa. Even in the past couple of years, I get.
It says to Ben from Santa.
It says Santa, and it's those.
Mac is going to be getting a
It's
lot
those
more
green
presents
socks.
this year. Mac is going to be getting a lot of presents this year, being on the way to righteousness.
Oh, it's so random. Did you guys
Santa Claus loves
It's
that
official, Jordan.
What?
Mackie woke up sometime recently and told me
just decided?
I
on
am
the
on
path.
the path to righteousness.
Why that word though? Like, what's the righteousness? 'Cause that's a very intense
just
word.
It popped in my head as I was just talking, and I was just like,
Is it? Wait, is it the path to righteousness or the path of righteousness?
the path to righteousness.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's
Because then
too
once you
of.
reach righteousness,
I don't
you
think any
can
of us
then
could
be
ever
on the path of righteousness.
Yeah.
But I don't think you could ever reach righteousness.
Well, that's a good point because
I'm
my
getting
next,
there.
my next,
Jamal reached
he
righteousness.
did.
Oh, righteous
truly.
Jamal.
He
what the heck does that mean though? Righteousness. Do we
I'm
know,
not
like, the
sure.
definition?
I don't even know what it
Um,
means.
Where's the computer, Jordan? I thought you were the computer.
I know. I didn't
she's the
bring it.
the whiz kid. Jordan. So here's my claim: you never arrive.
So wait, righteousness means the quality of being morally right or justifiable. We had little doubt about the righteousness of our cause.
Did you say the sentence?
So similar.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Goodness and virtue.
Okay. R-I.
So you have to be morally right. So
E-O-U-S. Righteousness.
so what's your moral? Like if you have to be morally right, what's your
Morally right is to be like in moderation, not just be a complete maniac sometimes.
So okay. So here's like the line.
so everyone has their own level.
Who's to say Who makes the call?
That's what I'm
Me,
saying.
me,
You.
right? Yeah.
Okay,
But it's
yeah.
your own
decide your
path
own
of
destiny.
righteousness.
Yeah, it's
That's
me.
true.
It's in my head. You know what I mean?
So is it hard? Has it been
Yeah.
hard?
Nah, not at all.
Really?
Are you a little
Yep,
too
been
confident? Maybe
Cruising. Haven't been going out at all and have not been caring at all.
Really?
not been caring.
Yeah, not been caring
You
at all.
have been suffering from FOMO for years.
Saturday night
Yeah,
when the
what's making you not have FOMO?
I don't know.
The vibes.
No, I never really normally get FOMO.
You get FOMO. You don't go out every single night if you don't have
I'm like, hey,
FOMO.
Mackie, do you want to go on an all expenses paid trip to the Kelly Slater Surf Ranch and hang out with Kelly Slater himself? It's like,
Maynard's
Birds
is
are
happening.
on Sunday. I mean-
that's FOMO, Maggie.
Karaoke night.
You gotta, this is righteousness. You got to be like,
he's like, the Birds are playing. I'm like, oh, no way. You got tickets to the
So
game?
what?
He's
When
like,
did you
"Nah,
make
I'm
this?
just watching it at my house, but it's better than going to the wave pool.
When did you make this decision to find the righteousness?
I don't know, like last weekend maybe.
Wow.
on the path.
So this is fresh,
So
dude.
since
fresh.
you decided that,
Not like the one that just passed, but the one before. So it's been like maybe 10 days.
so
Wow.
instead of going out, you're hanging out with a 17-year-old.
Now don't make it sound creepy, Moose, because we're all.
why would you say that?
Because Moose is like older than all of us in his mind, so
But he's not.
He tries to.
We need
use,
a humble Moose sometimes.
He tries to use his situation to his advantage and make everything creepy.
Yeah, because he's 17, and that's why. Because everything
'Cause
is
that's what
creepy
you do
at
when
17.
you're 17.
Yeah, but I have FOMO though, so I'm in the same thing as
Oh my God,
Mackie. The other
Jordan
night,
was gonna just.
I had severe FOMO.
She
what?
wanted to be downtown Philly when the
Because the
Phillies
last
won.
podcast we talked about the Phillies were about to win the spot into the World Series. I would say, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the NCLS
Yeah.
championship they won.
And guys,
right?
they won. So I have severe FOMO. Severe
Yeah.
FOMO.
Yeah, when I was I didn't go out that night, but like all my friends were saying Maynard's was like the fun it's ever been. And Brian was in our chat saying like, he's like, dude, like I gotta get like an Uber. He's like, who wants to go to Philly right now?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking like, why the hell would you want to go up to Philly right after they won? Like, first of all,
That's what I was thinking.
getting into the city is gonna be an absolute
Crazy.
hellhole,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna be stuck there pretty much until like midday the next day.
This is how much I love my wife. I offered to drive to the Atco train and take the Atco train into Philly,
Now
and then when it got real, she was feeling pretty comfortable in her pajamas.
it was 8 p.m. I was not leaving, but
It's 8 p.m.
but a part of me
great.
did think we should have went because when the Philly sports teams, any sports team win, it's like an absolute like.
It's great. They
it's-
demolished the
They
city.
demolished the city. They grease the poles and they jump on, and it seemed really fun. And we didn't go though.
They loot stores.
I was
No, they don't do
They-
that
they
when
don't
they
loot
win.
stuff.
I was downtown for the last time when they won the World Series, and it sounded
in
like
08?
Armageddon outside for real.
It's
like
so
Iraq.
cool. Well, anyways, we're probably gonna have a winning. I think we're gonna win the World Series.
Oh,
Let's go.
100%.
I don't.
So,
You think so?
I mean, why not? We're on a. I
Not a
feel like
chance.
our
Should I-
city's
should I
gonna
check
win.
the odds?
My thing, yeah,
Yeah.
but my thing is like also like, what is Houston?
The Astros.
Astros are really good.
No,
this year.
no, I know the Astros are really good, but I feel like it's more about the city behind them, and I feel like who actually is from Houston? I just feel like
Wow.
Houston's
Yeah,
just
I
like
mean,
fake.
I feel like Houston's
Philly-
more populated than Philadelphia.
Do you?
I don't think so.
Do you ever?
Let's see. Well, we always go to. This is what
Yeah,
people
but-
complain.
Yo, do you?
We always look at the population. Of
Yo, do you wonder?
my God.
Though, like Los Angeles, right?
No one
Very
cares about Los Angeles.
densely populated city, tons of people. Everybody wants to move there at one point in their life. Nobody cares about their sports teams.
Yeah.
New York and Philadelphia are the craziest sports fans.
But
like
also
Massachusetts.
with LA, like a lot of
And
teams
Red
move
Sox,
in
I
and
think.
out of LA.
I would rather
Yeah.
die
Yeah,
there
it's
than Los
because
Angeles.
I just don't feel like they're.
Like the Chargers and the Rams for football wise weren't in LA just 4 years ago.
And what was Oakland Raiders?
Yeah,
And Oakland is LA, isn't it?
Chargers?
Or is
Oh,
that
no,
North?
that's Las Vegas. They're Las Vegas
But
Raiders.
they
No, they
now
what?
they used to be
Really?
Oakland
yeah,
Raiders.
they used to be Oakland, but now
What
it's Las
about
Vegas.
Chargers?
Chargers were
San
obviously
Diego,
used to be
right?
San Diego, but now
But now they're
LA.
LA. So that's what I'm saying. Like sports
they
teams
switched too
can't
much.
last in those towns because it's like they're not diehard fans enough because people don't grow up in LA. Who grows up in LA?
True.
Yeah,
Most people are what do they call them? Exports.
Imports.
Imports.
immigrant.
They're just like people that come in and say, "Oh, I want to move to LA because it's like fancy there." But
Because they want to be TikTokers.
I like people that move to places and after 3 months they're like, I'm from here now.
It's like
Yeah.
everyone who moves to Hawaii. Yeah, bruh.
my problem with so it's 2.3 there. My problem with people that move places and or they like go on long vacations. Like I'm dead ass. If you spend 3, even 6 months somewhere, you did not move there. You went on a long-term vacation.
Well, I will say some people have
so
gone
Houston
on.
has more people, but
Some people have gone on vacations for a week to places that I'm about to go to, and they tell me stuff about it as if they lived there for 10 years.
Did you say Houston has more people than
yeah,
Philadelphia?
Houston has like 2.
That's surprising.
He said that.
1.58 and then
She just said
2.3.
it, but
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Houston's a huge
I know
city.
the Philly population 1.6.
Yeah, it's 1.58.
Yeah,
But where has better tanker waves?
Houston.
Probably Houston.
Whoa! No, yo, trick question. Good one, dude. Give it up for Moose.
Literally.
Why was that a trick question?
Well, he surfed the best tanker wave in Philadelphia history.
Mm.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Live in the flesh.
And it was all because of his hard work, dedication, and understanding of tanker routes.
It was definitely
And his,
I've been studying that for years. I bought a
And-
jet ski specifically for it. I was training. I was following it. And I called Ben. He was sitting at home doing nothing. I said, have your mom drop you off here.
your mom.
You know, my wife has some popcorn you can eat in the van ride there. And we got up there and we
What are
scored.
you saying?
He pretty much just turned into Ben for a second. Oh my god.
because I did all the work and I was nice enough to just let him get the bombs.
You're a nice guy, Ben.
What else are we?
Thanks, dude.
So yeah, tanker waves. But we're about to go to Texas. Mackey's not coming on the Texas part of the trip, right?
do
I was,
you mean?
I was actually thinking maybe
He's gonna come home, come back.
I was literally
He
just
wants to
thinking,
skip the drive.
Wow.
I
okay.
know
Not
Mackie
skip.
so well.
I'm coming for the drive down to Florida, but I have to come back for my dad's birthday.
I know Mackie so well. When he asked me what the date of Foam Wreckers, Texas was, I knew what he was thinking.
He wanted to come back.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
Texas.
fly.
Yeah,
and
he wanted to fly back out for
I mean,
it.
I respect it.
especially because you said it was the last one of the year.
Yeah, and maybe ever.
Yeah, because it's not.
We don't know.
We don't know. It's an up and down battle with that.
You never
that
know.
Tour.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just fly to Texas.
Have you ever competed in a Foam Wreckers Moose?
Never
I don't know.
won.
The sandbar's kind of messed up.
Wait, why didn't you do any of? You never did any of them, even last year.
He's too core.
Well, you never did any foam wreckers?
Not one.
He
single
should've
time.
done
Why would you
Why
not?
you probably could have won, and it would have been so sick.
This summer I had to work.
Yeah,
for
but
both
what
of
was
them.
last summer?
I couldn't walk.
Oh, last summer you couldn't.
Dude, that's how you get on Red Bull's radar. What?
They'll wheel me down the beach in one of those wheelchairs.
You should have like went and just like boogie boarded.
Wasn't it an adaptive surfing event or was it Red Bull Foam
You
Wreckers?
could have
Much
boogied.
adapted.
You definitely could have boogied.
Could have boogied.
I know that's what I do.
Proud source.
But that would be exciting. So the road trip to Florida, the only thing I want to do is stop at the pillow store.
Do not throw
in
that on
Charleston.
the ground. Yeah.
Are we gonna do that?
We're doing that.
Okay.
The My Pillow?
No.
She
I'm
wants
obsessed
to
with-
stop at the pillow store from Southern Charm.
Like I'm so excited.
Craig's store. I'm surprised you don't know about this.
Craig Conover.
Dude, the one thing that happened to me last night that was terrifying was I was editing, so I'm in my headphones, can't hear anything. And then like when I stop editing, I can hear what you guys are talking about. And this guy's on the edge of his seat watching The Bachelor in Paradise, looking at the TV, and he goes, they got rid of him? He's so good looking.
Are you serious?
There is nothing wrong with being confident in your own masculinity, and being able to compliment another male
I
on
agree.
his looks.
I agree. It is a very captivating show. And if you're staying tonight, we're watching it.
I think I might stay for the rest of the week.
I don't think
It goes
you
on
can.
again tonight?
It's 2 hours, 2 nights a week. How crazy is that?
I think-
that's a problem. Like that's a problem.
Dude, yeah, the 2 hours is brutal.
But it's worth it.
I sat there for the whole 2 hours. I didn't get up once. I paid attention. My phone was off.
I'm like, how is this on still? Like, it's
It's good, though.
insane.
I went from watching that to then a nice serial killer right before I went to sleep.
This guy was watching Jeffrey Dahmer before bed, just laying. I was like, "You got everything you need, Moose? You want me to change this? Put some cartoons on or something?"
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
like, "Nah, I'm
cartoons.
good."
What did we watch? Oh, we watched The
Yeah.
Watcher. Did you guys watch The Watcher yet?
No, my
No.
friend was watching. Don't tell me about
It's
it.
so good. So if you guys want to watch a good, like, kind of thriller suspense show, The Watcher on Netflix, right? We were
Yeah,
into it.
I liked it. It's like a flat 5, like good enough to watch, but I wasn't like.
I was
oh
going
my
to say
God.
6.5.
So
It's definitely not a 10.
It's like all your scores at the board riders
But
today.
617, baby.
I was thinking, like, why didn't they ask Mackie just to do it? Like,
For
be in
the
the 20s?
20s?
Like, that would have been lit.
To do what?
Yeah,
Be in the contest.
yeah.
What, the board riders?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just make an El Slamo team,
I
and then
That's what I'm saying. Like, just make your own
they're
team
just
at this
making up
point.
towns down there. What's
Yeah.
the difference?
I feel like I could have seen Mackie do it.
What's up?
7-foot miracle.
Yeah, but the other thing about him is he put Dahmer on just season 5. I peek over and like see what everyone's doing every once in a while when I'm editing. He just put it on episode 5 like halfway through the episode and just started watching it. And I was like, have you seen this before? He's like, I was watching the highlights on TikTok, and then I just picked it up from
Okay,
there.
so that's the thing though, highlights on TikTok, because I listen to like a lot of other podcasts and they all say that they're like, if I miss a show, I just literally go on TikTok and watch like Kardashians, let's say, and I just watch all the highlights and then I know what happens and I don't need to see the episode.
All my friends have been talking about. I kind of
Yeah.
just wanted to see the dude eat someone. That was kind of.
Did you see someone eat someone?
No, I turned it off. I fell asleep before. It was when he was like.
Did
going
he
to-
turn it off or fall asleep?
It was like when he was. It was like when he was going to jail and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
he wasn't eating anyone at that time.
Yeah, because he already got
I
caught.
like. I do wonder. What would my ribs taste like with barbecue sauce on them?
No, you don't wonder that.
Probably pretty like fatty.
Right? Like.
Yeah.
Like I feel like.
Have to peel a bunch of fat off.
I feel
them.
like right here I don't have a lot of meat. It's more just like
but-
the skin.
But like, dude,
I don't
the
think we don't
amount
have
of-
meat.
But maybe under. But well, how are we
Isn't it
different?
muscle?
How are we different than
What
pigs?
are we eating when we eat like food? Like
flesh,
Yeah, flesh.
meat,
we're eating muscle though.
Yes.
meat dog. Dude,
Ew.
yeah, eating meat's weird as hell.
Yeah, you can't
It's
think about it. You really
weird.
can't think
It's
about
good.
it.
Dude.
Sometimes I'll be eating
It's good
eggs
for you.
and I'm
Yeah,
just
it's good
like,
for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just be repulsed.
Yo, I was eating the string cheese this morning before we surfed, and I was like thinking about how the milk curdles and then it collects at the top of the thing and becomes cheese, and I was like, dude, F this.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
why? I've
you
never
eat-
thought
you
like
eat
that. I just
mozzarella-
eat.
You eat mozzarella cheese.
I love the
soaking,
mozz.
Have you ever
soaking
thought
in
about,
water
like,
in
the
Wawa.
First person to ever like drink milk.
They
Yeah,
were
imagine-
so gnarly.
We're like the second person too. Like this guy was like, dude, like you gotta try this like milk from this cow.
Yeah,
dude."
it's so good.
And the other guy was like, yeah, dude, like I would love to. Like,
Yo, dude.
Yeah, but I will say now that there's so many milk alternatives, I feel like milk. When you really think about milk is probably so much better for you. I know they say it's, but then like all these weird.
I had oat milk
almond
for the first time today. I've never had oat milk.
Isn't milk
before.
just like pus though?
I don't know. I get it, but then
Pus?
you like think about
Jizz?
oat milk has like so many weird.
wish I had the
additives
computer.
that are so bad for you.
Dude, yeah, but so does milk.
Not if you get like organic.
milk? Really
Dude,
grosses me
organic,
out.
unpasteurized milk is the gnarliest thing. Actually, the gnarliest thing is when I went to Kimberton Waldorf School, they taught us how to milk cows. You grab the udder and then you work it down. Thomas Rapsey milked it right into his mouth. Drank it.
Ew.
Just straight out
You're
of the
not
udder.
supposed
that,
to do
though.
that, right?
I don't know. Because like it could have
No.
like it could be
Well, because it needs to be
like processed.
Plus
what's
the-
it called though?
the-
It needs to be
pasteurized.
I mean, they
But
don't wash down
the
there.
cow could also have diseases,
Yeah,
or
that's
the
nasty.
bacteria, like all
that's
kinds of
so
stuff.
disgusting.
Yeah,
That's
it's gnarly.
Oh my God.
Full commitment.
Yeah, but when did everyone shift from not liking milk to liking milk? Remember when we were young, got milk was like a thing?
I
Yeah,
love
but
milk.
I hate
Do you
milk.
still like milk?
Milk is so
like,
gross.
do you have milk with dinner?
I used to have milk with
Yo.
dinner when I
That
was
is-
younger.
Yo,
It's a foul.
nah.
You
When I was
don't,
younger,
but
yeah.
you grew up like that.
I have
No,
never been able
but
to drink
I
straight
wasn't
milk.
big on milk.
I never. My mom loves a cup of milk like with a Oreo.
Milk
and I'm
ain't
like,
it.
what?
Don't
Ew,
Don't
Moo,
do
stop! We gotta go. Oh my god, how do we get talking
Cut
about
it.
milk?
Because milk's gross.
Milk's gross.
I don't know. I don't
All
think
right,
it's that
Jordan,
gross.
I'm gonna just.
Gross.
We came into this wanting to talk about a couple things, so I'm just gonna start with you. When is it not appropriate to pee in your wetsuit?
What?
Never.
You tell me. Cause
When is it not appropriate?
Yeah.
I don't know. You could always pee in your wetsuit.
Okay. That's
This,
How about
this- when you're standing maybe on the beach before, like
when you're
no.
driving your car with your wetsuit on.
Who did
leaking
that?
down onto the
Definitely
floor.
not appropriate when you're.
When's
No,
the-
but who
when's
did
the-
that?
I've done that.
No one I know.
Ben.
But I used to dump cups of coffee on the floor in my car to make it smell better when I drove the 4Runner.
yeah,
I've
so
never
'cause what, you
done
pee on
that.
the floor?
Yeah, that car
But
smells
I have-
so bad.
Dude, yo. So when's the most appropriate time to pee in your wetsuit, Moose?
in the water.
Right before you go into the water,
So it's
it
warm.
Can, it can start to drip down
So
your legs.
walking out.
Right when you're walking out,
Wait,
it,
why is this
it
question?
warms the suit up a little bit. So when you take that first plunge, it's marinating down there.
To be honest, I wanted to speak on it because I'm still under the impression that there actually might be some people that don't pee in their wetsuit.
I have heard that from some people, and I don't believe it because when I go out there, sometimes I don't even mean to pee; it just comes out of me. And I think that's I would say I pee 20 to 40 times a session
What?
just because it's
That's-
so comfortable.
Dude, that's a little
you are
much.
full. You are full of so much shit.
couldn't even
being
because you're not
serious.
rehydrating, so you couldn't just keep peeing.
Yeah, but you know how like you can always pee a little bit.
No, not really.
At
like
what
a
point
little
in
dribble.
time?
Just like
Like your whole life, every minute of the day.
Like if you
you
go
always
right.
pee a little bit. I'm always peeing a little bit. Like I don't hold it in my wetsuit until I'm like, man, I have to pee. As soon as there's a little feeling, I just let it go.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question. Who still pees in pools?
Oh, me.
Dude, there's a couple things in my life that I've stopped doing as I've become an adult, and peeing in pools is one of them. I used to rip it, dude. I used to just
You used to go in the pool just to pee.
whatever.
When I
Just-
was on swim team, I would pee so much, and I was in one of the speedos, and you could see like the yellow coming out of my bathing suit.
Yeah, I used to piss in the pool when I was on the swim.
I wouldn't. I was a
all the
weird
time.
kid though. I wouldn't
Every-
pee in the pool. I would get up and you know how you could sit on the side and like keep your legs
just
in.
piss on the
I would
deck?
sit on the deck of the pool and then jump back in.
This
But I
has-
wouldn't pee in the pool.
Yo,
So
this
you
is
would just pee on yourself.
pretty much.
I almost got
and then I
a,
would go in the water. It was like a very weird thing that like why wouldn't I just stay peeing?
I almost
in the
got a
pool?
bladder infection at Typhoon Lagoon because they told me if I peed, it was going to turn purple.
That's disgusting.
And I was out there for like 4 hours and
But it didn't.
held my pee the entire time.
But then you could have just got out and peed like a grown
I would
up.
have just peed and been like, yeah, bitch, I just peed.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like if you're in a big pool like that, like would you pee? I feel like I wouldn't pee at my parents' pool, but I might pee.
Oh, I peed in that pool like six
Oh
times
my
when I was
God.
over
Good
there.
thing's never allowed back.
See, like I would never pee in her parents'
Yeah.
pool.
That's what I'm saying. You don't
that's
pee in
just-
someone's pool.
I marked my territory.
Like I
all
will
over.
say, the last pool that I've peed in has been wave pools.
That's what I'm saying. Wave pools you
Those
definitely
are-
pee in.
Like I'm
I feel like
sur-
Korea would have been a nice pee pool.
Well, like when I was surfing in England, I was peeing in the pool for
I have
sure.
the I have the thing. I
I don't
peed in Kelly
specifically
Slater's pool.
remember. That's a pretty good title.
Yeah, because
Pissing in pools.
Did you pee in Kelly Slater's wave pool?
100%.
Because I 100% did too.
Yeah.
So like I definitely peed in the wave pool. There's
right.
no way because sometimes when you touch water, you just can't not pee.
Yeah.
But then in the ocean, you literally go into the ocean to pee.
I'm gonna say
Like,
this.
right?
One of the gnarliest things I've done recently is I peed before I got on the jet ski to drive to Virginia Beach, and I was on the dock and I was like, dude, I'm not pulling my wetsuit down. I'm just peeing. And then I drove for 12 hours with just pretty much
And it was just sitting in there.
pretty gnarly. I'm gonna admit that was gnarly.
That's really gnarly.
When I did the paddle, the 25-mile paddle, I peed like first 10 minutes into the race, and my paddleboard has
Pee for 10 minutes straight.
my paddle has a little indent in it where you grab it, and when I got out from the race, it was like warm and like yellow.
Did you
And it
never
was
get
there.
out? Did you never go in the water? Like you just
No,
paddle the whole
I
time?
Oh,
stayed
you
on
don't
my-
get off?
No, I stayed on my board the entire time. I didn't get
Do
off.
some people get off to like?
Yeah, some people got off to stretch a little bit. I didn't. I mean, that's why I won. I didn't get
But-
off. I didn't get off once.
Wait, dude, you gotta work on your muscles, dude. You can't be that tense. No, your leg, your quad today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I think it was from that injury that I had.
Nah, we're rolling out after this.
I think it was from the injury I had on Saturday.
Yeah, but you can't be
Trying to win it for the team.
You can't be this
Roll the clip.
injured. We don't do that on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, basically, I
You're
went
just
out
stuck
there.
with your thoughts.
I went out there and did like 2 god
Bless you.
awful turns, and I think I might have torn my ACL.
I don't know. I feel like you would have known if you tore your ACL.
Why, Mac? You don't pee in your wetsuit?
I peed in my wetsuit.
All right, Jordan. What do you think about pooping in the water?
No, I did it when I was little.
Sea dump.
I did.
Sea dump.
I took a sea dump when I was probably. I remember. And my aunt will say that this didn't happen, but it happened. I wanted to go to the bathroom, and they wouldn't take me off the beach because, like, my parents were like, "We're not leaving the beach." So I peed in the poop. I pooped in the ocean.
Really?
I was probably like 8,
That's
maybe
disgusting.
6.
So if you found out that
You
you're-
definitely have pooped in the ocean
No,
multiple
I have
times.
not.
You definitely have pooped.
Oh,
in
I've
the
never
Hold
ocean.
on, hold
done
on,
that.
Moose.
It's
Wait,
disgusting.
hold on, Moose.
What's
Relax.
wrong with you?
Matt, Moose, relax. Have you ever done a sea dump?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
How many
disgusting.
times?
A bunch of times. Actually, this summer, I
This summer. I was
Summer.
6.
I haven't done that in so long.
yeah. Are you serious?
What did you do it this
This is
morning,
a
Ben?
crescendo.
Ben, did you do it this morning? Ben, did you do it this morning?
He battles past me and goes.
We're not there yet.
He battles past me and goes, go up current, go up current, go up current.
Wait, okay, so when's the last time
All
you
right,
took a seat on?
Hold on.
I was on Brad's boat, and we went to the sandbar. I was with some people, and I kept telling everybody I had a shit. So once we got to the sandbar, I hopped out right next to the boat, and I just, like, pulled my pants down and started going, and Brad just started freaking out. Brad was like, how you gonna do that right next to the boat? We're all about to get off right now. He's like, you gotta swim out, dude. You gotta
That's
swim
back,
out.
though. How did you just
Yeah,
do it
what
right
were you
next
doing?
Yeah, like, what?
gnarly.
He does some crazy
Yeah, 'cause
stuff.
that's wild.
Lebanese lunch meat, dude.
Yeah, but you
That's his-
can't just be pooping next to the boat that
That's his
people are
signature
on. That's
scent.
Why
weird.
not? The water moves so much. It's gonna go
Like,
away.
you didn't feel uncomfortable?
What if I
You're
go
in the
all?
bay,
What if
dude.
I go all the way out and the water just brings it right in anyway?
Well, yeah, that's why me and Moose had to switch spots.
Yeah, you go with the current. The last time I pooped in the water is actually really gross. It
No,
was,
we don't need
no,
details. We
no,
don't
no,
need
no, it's,
details.
no, it's funny. It was right
Is it?
before it was right before a lifeguard race, and I had taken pre-workout like 5 minutes prior,
You do not do that stuff.
and I
So
went out
pre-workout, that's how he's winning his
and
races.
I went out to go practice a little bit, and I was swimming. I swam out to the mark, and I'm swimming in, and I was super tense, and I was like, oh, I gotta poop. So I pulled my Speedo off, and I started going, and soon enough, like 5 other lifeguards come charging out to start practicing too, and just swam right through my.
So wait, okay,
That's
but
pretty legendary.
at least
right.
you were in like trunks. I'm guessing, like board shorts.
Nah, Speedo.
Okay, same thing. Like you were in.
He
a little
loves
thing.
that Speedo.
I got one with tacos on it.
Okay,
All right,
but
so-
what you
Here's the situation.
and Mackie was
He
in
pulled his
shorts.
wetsuit off.
I haven't
today.
done this.
Oh.
I haven't done this in a
What?
long time, but I took care of my business this morning. I thought I was ready.
Ew, Ben, I don't know.
We got out to the we were surfing. It was only me, Moose, and Corey Weber, so all good.
Okay.
There wasn't any innocent victims. And I felt so sick, and I was like, dude, I'm not.
Your
no.
exact words were, "I almost shit myself on that turn."
It was one of those ones where like it was sickness over health. Like it's like I chose my wellness over.
Yeah, no, I get that, but tell me, you took off your whole wetsuit.
So I said, Moose, we have to switch spots. Like you cannot be down current from this. So I paddled out a little bit, out where nobody was, down current from everybody, and I took my wetsuit halfway down and I went
Were
to
you
the bathroom.
freezing cold?
Stock the pond. of
It
brown
wasn't that
trout.
bad. I was so scared that when I took my suit off, I was going to tense up and not be able to go. But it happened, and then the funniest thing is like Corey Weber's paddling out, like he's like looking at me like, "Why'd your suit off?" And I was like, "Oh, dude, I had this." And he goes, "Watch out, finless brown." And like that was his reaction. He wasn't like.
Because like everyone probably does
But
it, which is so weird
during
to
that
think about.
during that time, my knee was really hurting, so I went in to grab the foamy.
This guy is knee.
I went in to grab the foamy just so I would have a little bit lighter experience, and I walked back out, and you two are talking about the density of your and how it didn't float, but it didn't sink. It was like halfway in the water
Who
column.
was doing that?
You and Corey.
Ben and Corey.
Corey was asking me if it floated, and I was like, "Nah."
And Corey's like, "Oh yeah, it's
Mine
density,
probably
man."
That's weird.
I think unhealthy poos float to the top.
So unhealthy.
I didn't
too
really
out
want to talk about this too much. However, I did want to touch on the fact that like it's crazy. We're all out in the water, and people are definitely peeing and sometimes pooping.
Will you ever like start? Oh, yeah, I know.
And I was thinking the other night when we surfed AC. Wait, maybe it wasn't last night, but the other time we surfed, the water smelled like actual human feces. Like because it had rained all
The city
day.
of Atlantic City kind of smells like human.
That's why I
feces.
hate. I don't know why
think-
you guys ever go to Atlantic City.
But New
It's
Jersey
disgusting.
Avenue, where the pipe lets out, has to be the dirtiest beach in Atlantic City, I think.
What do you mean? I went surfing there. Went in the water that one time with like your fam. My ears were like boom, boom, boom. Like
Jordan knows.
I hate that water so much. I don't even understand why you go in there.
Jordan always says that when
There
the
was a
water's
smell
dirty.
whenever I would
water's
walk
dirty, my
outside of
ears
my
hurt.
house. Whenever I walked outside of my house, it was a smell of rotting fish and human. And that was just.
But
you get used to it. Over
Dude,
the
I
years.
swear when we were surfing the pipe, it had rained all day and it was washing out, and I was like, dude, this water is dirty.
The most sick I've ever been in my life, 2 times, was getting sick from surfing after the rain. Once in California, I got strep throat and it went into my bloodstream. I had hives and stuff. I had to go to the ER. And the second time was when I
It's
was
like,
in Costa Rica.
what's that called? Like scarlet fever?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then Costa Rica got me really bad too from surfing in front of a river mouth.
Dude, it's wild. Like,
Water can get you so sick.
we never had that kind of stuff when we were younger, I feel like. And then a couple years ago, I started noticing like Atlantic City actually does close beaches. Like there's a report online and they'll tell you like water quality poor.
It's
like
a little
this
sticker they
beach
put
is-
on the bulkhead.
Yeah, it's interesting. But like we never listened to it. Either I never noticed it or it started happening more recently. But like no matter what, I'm still out there. But in
I mean,
California,
you might have to start wearing your nose plug again.
dude.
Yeah, but in California you can't. Like California's water is like actually bad.
In California, I have actually not surfed or kept my head above after it rained on purpose because I heard some
yeah.
crazy stories.
No.
Like,
Yeah, that was the most sick I've ever been in my life. I had hives on every inch of my body, every crevice.
and this is from surfing after the rain in California.
I surfed. It was the first time it had rained in like 3 months or something like that, and it downpoured for 2 days straight. And I went out in San Clemente, T Street. I was the only one out. Wondered why. And when I came in, I had this like taste in my mouth. And then 3 days later, when we were going to leave, I woke up and I looked like a zebra, except I was red and white.
That's gnarly.
It was awful.
I surfed in like Manhattan Beach one time when I was younger, and I got ear infection in both ears and strep throat. But there was like a warning sign on the beach, and my friend Matt Mohagan was like, don't worry about it. I surf here all the time. Like, but there was like a straight like, don't surf.
Yeah, no,
like,
it said.
But I feel like if you live there, you might go in the water. You might get build some immunity towards it. Like Jamie says, like how does he not like he digs his head in that rat infested
Dude, that is the
water,
gnarliest thing.
and he's like, I just must have like a built up immunity. Like I
rat
don't get sick.
infested water.
The Waimea River, there's signs like if you hike Waimea Trail, there's signs like don't swim, leptospirosis.
Yeah, but
And,
people
like,
swim in that water, which is weird.
We looked it up, and it's like it's from rat carcasses or rat feces.
rat feces.
And like
'Cause there's
I
so
don't,
many rats
I
in
don't
Hawaii.
actually know what leptospirosis does to you, but it sounds really bad.
I
And
think it's something like Moose had. Like it gets you just really gnarly sick.
I'm just gonna say I had leptos, whatever it's called.
Now he had leptospirosis.
But
I'm gonna put that in my bio.
but I'm always
Survivor.
Leptospirosis survivor.
But Jamie goes face down into the river with the water flowing into his nose and does that worm thing. And I'm just like, bro, I would never. Like, he sprayed me. One time I was
and he did
surfing.
at Liso Creek.
He does it
he's
in Cali, too.
gross.
But one time I was surfing Waimea Bay, and Jamie does this thing. He gets on the shoulder and goes like this and sprays you, and it just went all up my nose, in my mouth, my ears, my eyes. I was so
End of the
mad, dude. I
friendship.
was like, pretty much, dude, as close as it could get.
Oh my god.
How
But-
me and Jamie O'Brien are friends anymore.
I didn't even tell him I was mad because I didn't, like, I'm so
Because we'd probably
superstitious.
do it again.
Because I'm so superstitious about it, I didn't even want anyone to know that I was worried about it. Because I'm like, dude, all right, well,
How many years ago is this?
like 3 years ago. And I was like, dude, I definitely.
Maybe the lepto's just sitting in there.
When we were
waiting for
flying
you to
home,
say
I was
it.
like, dude, I have lepto, 100%, like lepto.
No, Ben does get like that.
I'm a hypochondriac.
Remember when you got?
Oh, big
remember when you got sea fleas or whatever? Sea lice?
Yeah, I got sea lice for real though.
That was wild. I thought we were literally gonna have to go to like the CDC.
Yeah,
it
I've
was
got it bad a
so
few
bad.
times.
Because like you can get it on you and it itches, but you get them off. I had it where like they didn't like embed in my skin or anything, but like that because they don't do that. But I had like full rash, like itching for days, like
I got it in
staying up at
Nicaragua,
night.
like under my. It was bad.
Dude, this guy.
Oh my god.
No, because you can feel them there.
Yeah.
Is that where you got it?
Well, I got it in Puerto Rico
After,
after
like, a big swell,
after a
or
big
in a big
storm.
swell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can feel them like when you're paddling through, and they were just stinging. And then like I started to feel them go up my thigh, and then
They do go. That's what they
They
say.
found their
go.
home.
They like because I was looking them up, but I wasn't even in the water. Like women get them in under because they go underneath your bathing suit. Women get them really bad, like down here and like in their bras. And like and you had a shirt on probably that, and they got
Yeah,
that's why
yeah, and they
your
got
back.
caught. They got caught.
Yeah.
I was like all here,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Oh man,
Gnarly.
okay. Here's where I'm at.
Here's where I'm at.
This is the thing I wanted to say. I did one time. You know, like NSSA, you used to surf like 5-6 divisions.
Yeah, I would do them all.
So like I was in like the Repper Charge heat, like 4 in a row, and then I had a longboard heat in Ocean City. And I was like 12 years old probably. So I surfed like open boys, open juniors, explorer men's, explorer juniors. And then I had my longboard heat. And the whole time I had to go to the bathroom really, really bad. And my longboard heat came around. I was like, you know what? I don't even really even care about longboard. I'm just going to go. And I went, I took in my wetsuit and I surfed the whole heat. First of all, it was so gnarly, dude. Wafting out, and it was the gnarliest experience of my life. I felt so gnarly, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just wash this out when I get out. Went into the beach, went over to the swimming area on 8th Street, peeled my wetsuit down, poop particles all over my body. And dude, this family was looking at me appalled. They were like grabbing their kids, like pulling them out of the way. Like they're like, dude, that guy has shit all over him.
My uncle when he was younger in his wetsuit, and everyone in our family calls him Mick.
Dude, you can't do it.
It's
That just sounds.
This is a warning.
Yeah, I would
it's
never.
I've been very close a few times, like in the winter when I have the hood on, like trying to peel it off. Like I just ate a sizzly. I
How about-
charged out of Bayhead.
How about a wetsuit that you have a zipper right by your ass.
That's your $1 million idea, dude.
So you could just like in the water unzip it and just let it go.
Unzip it.
And
How would you market that? Like, what would be your slogan?
Let fly.
I don't think we can normalize going to the bathroom in the lineup.
Yeah, I don't. That would be really.
It is a pretty far-fetched conversation.
All right, would you
for
rather
us.
be on or on?
No, cut that. That's very,
Yeah, that's not podcast.
That- Once Moose gets into would you rather mode, it's
You can't be
over.
playing that. We gotta cut that.
Then you remember he's 17.
yeah,
like,
doesn't
dude.
realize how gnarly that is.
I mean,
Was there another question? That was like
I
gnarly.
wouldn't suggest pooping in your wetsuit. That's all I'm saying. Just because we talked about it, I knew I had to tell that story, and that's a heavy, heavy claim.
But like everyone has
Imagine-
done something in the ocean.
Imagine taking a in Kelly Slayer's wave pool.
dude.
Well, you can't take it to the pool. Like, what would they do in
I'm
that
thinking about it.
situation?
I'm thinking about it. If I go there, I'm gonna vlog.
I'm thinking about it. That's
Yo,
what I'm
you would
thinking about
shut
it.
the park down all day and probably get a $50,000 bill.
Yeah, you would get a huge fine.
But then I would show them that I have
You have IBS. You have IBS.
Yes, I do, and I can't control it, and that's what happened.
Do you have IBS?
No.
Oh.
But I'm sure I could forge a certificate.
All
I got
right. So you have
doctors
to
in the
come. No, you
family.
have to come with that.
Yeah, I will, and
Have you
I'll
ever-
give it to him beforehand, and I'll say, I'm just letting you know.
They won't let you.
How
in the
about this?
pool.
Like you're in the tube, and it's just like falling out of you.
Yeah, but you ever see in the like in pools they say if you had diarrhea in the past like week, like do
Yeah.
not go in the pool. Like what is that about? But
I mean,
every,
Because,
but
like-
then-
Mackie, were you a pool lifeguard at all? Never?
They don't trust people.
I had to
clean
shut the pool
properly.
down at least 4 times for
What, the
little
JCC?
kids. Yeah, because you have the young, the children, and then you have the elderly. And
oh no!
they're-
Don't tell me
Gnarly.
anything.
Oh,
about
hold
the
on,
elderly.
I got
Stop.
I got a story
Moose,
for
we're
you.
not talking about it.
There
I get
is-
too sad.
no,
I
there
get too
is
sad.
this-
I get too sad.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not sad. It's disgusting.
No, it is sad because
No,
they
it's
can't control
this guy's
it.
not. This guy's not old. That's the problem.
No.
So this guy at the center up here, they have a lot of very rich donors. He donates, I think it was $5 million a year to the center up here, and his thing is
So-
That's his
5,000?
thing.
and the hot tub.
After he writes that check, he goes in the hot tub and
And-
drops a deuce.
No, so
And
he
he's
would-
like-
so he
You.
so he would. What the story is that I heard is that they would be finding these piles of either on the deck or in the hot tub, and finally they had these people come out and say who it was. So they had a conversation with him, and he just said that's not me and denied it. And someone was, one of the staff members saw him. What he would do is he would hold onto the rail on the steps, and he would into the hot tub. And I thought it was a joke. Like I thought they were just messing with me. So then the
But
hot
they're
tub
like-
was closed for months, and then I heard that a donor had donated money for a new hot tub to be built. And I was like, oh, that's very nice of him, because it was my job to check the levels.
Turns out it's the same
I
guy.
walked in there and I found a giant pile of human feces on the step going into the hot tub before the water was even open yet.
But the new hot tub.
the new hot tub. So I called the boss and we found out it was this guy, and that was the 12th time that someone has in that hot tub.
That's disgusting.
And they were like, yeah, this is pretty bad, but
But he donates
we
all
need
this
that
money.
$5 million.
Exactly. He donates all this money, and
He's literally just shitting on them.
and I'm not joking at all. What he would do,
This
from what
podcast
I
is
heard,
so nice.
He probably just thinks he's like, with the amount of money I donate, I can wherever I want.
that's,
to.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what goes through his head. But he would.
But I
That's a sick bastard.
We had this summer on the beach, people would come up to us and say, "Oh, someone was in the water. It's the ocean. You can't do anything.
You can shut down the ocean.
Not for
well,
that.
you can shut down them going swimming for like a while.
Yeah, we never."
All right, we can't talk. We have to end without poop.
Yeah, it's
All
too
right.
much. Too much poop.
Jordan, do you feel
Way
safer?
too much
Do you
going on.
feel safe? Do you feel good knowing that Ben is surfing with 2 trained lifeguards? Does that
Yes.
make you feel
Yeah.
better?
Oh yeah, just lets
All
me
right.
sleep good
Yo,
at night.
okay, let's just say this. Longport Lifeguards hiring. There's 1 slot. There's 2 of you.
Who gets
Go
it?
to the tryouts. Who gets it?
I do. Just because of my name.
Oh, Mackie.
Yeah, so why are you pointing yourself for what reason?
All right, let's just.
Can you row? You've never rowed a boat.
Yes, I have.
You don't
Swim
know.
out, row in was my
Mackie
event.
has tons of dinghy experience in heavy surf,
I mean,
high
yeah.
winds, high surf,
If we went
jet
out
ski experience.
when we did numerous events, statewide, for my rookie year, was consistently placing in the top 3 or 4
Of
for
what?
the paddling, and then the swimming. I'm also certified to teach CPR. He is not.
Let's just be honest. So when
Wait.
they see the names, when they see Zayn Mackey or Sheamus,
I've been
Carey,
going.
they're gonna be like, obviously we're giving this to Mackey.
They're literally going to be
But
like,
I've-
who is Sheamus Carey?
But I've been going to Longport Beach since I was younger, and they actually were very upset that I was not lifeguarding for them my first year because
Really?
They've
all
been
the-
upset that I'm not lifeguarding them like before I was even born. They were like, damn.
straight up.
They're like,
They
we
were
need-
asking his parents
So I
before he was
think I
born.
think there's only one way to settle
Damn,
this. But
that's
I think there's
wild.
only one way to settle this.
How? A beach off.
I think we need to do a mile run, a mile swim, and a mile paddle.
Honestly, no joke. I think Mackie will smoke you.
I
I
don't.
dead ass don't the mile run.
That'd be a hard one.
I
You can
can't-
use an electric skateboard, dude, for that.
All right, no run.
I'm talking
half
about
mile
sports,
swim,
dude.
Half mile swim.
Not trying to be the best at working out.
Half mile swim, half mile paddle.
Oh,
$100 to the winner.
No, because you need to do the run because of his knee. That's where you
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
That's where you get the
All right,
advantage.
mile run, mile swim, mile paddle.
it's a lot.
That's a lot. I would do like half of each.
All right,
I
what about,
tell you-
what about half?
Yo, can I tell you
Quarters.
that I had an asthma attack during the American Mile one year, and that's the last time I ever did it.
The heck is the American
I just
Mile?
want to say.
Oh.
I just want to say.
Some weird like long
We
cord
might.
thing.
We might talk.
No.
'Cause
we
you guys are
might.
too
We
weird.
might
I-
talk about my running, but during the Wings for Life run, I ran 6.2 miles, and you
Yeah,
ran
but you're
one.
talking about the past, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
The
I'm
past is the
just saying.
past.
I'm just saying. You pick the events. It has to be. There has to be a run, a swim, and a paddle. You can pick how long you want it to go, and we will
all
do
on the
it.
same day? Or
Same time, like a
you don't think we just time it?
back.
So you
Iron
guys
Man.
have a nice break.
I want a bike race in there.
A bike.
Yeah,
Just triathlon.
I
Yeah.
feel like a bike's kind of.
Where are you doing
pointless
the
if you're
swim?
trying to do a lifeguard. Ocean.
I use
Ocean
my,
swim.
I use my-
Ocean, not
Gotta
bay?
be an
Super
ocean.
this
seven.
is more than lifeguarding, dude. This is guarding my life.
All right, I
This
think.
is.
I think we should do
The
it.
question was, does she feel safe with you guys around? And
No.
I was like, if
No.
I start
How
drowning,
do you not feel safe
if
with me?
I start drowning, who's actually going to save me? Who's going to jump in?
Me.
Who's not going to be self-centered?
Me.
Really?
Is that true?
Okay.
I don't
100%.
know.
You'll be complaining about your knee. You'll be like, I can't get it. Maybe my knee.
He always goes back to that knee, dude.
If
I
I,
think-
don't win, it's gonna be my knee. That's
Dude,
I
you're
think
too
Mackie
young.
has.
You're
Yeah,
too young.
he's too young.
To,
I think
to have
I got.
knee problems.
all right. I'm just saying.
I think he's too young to
I
save
think.
you.
I think we need to. I think we need to settle this. I had like
What do you-
20 rescues this year.
What are you weighing in at?
I had one rescue this year.
172.
I know. Mackie did
172?
this gnarly rescue.
Mackie, what are you weighing in at?
135.
I think you guys should just box. Meet in the middle. Mackie could go up to
Yeah.
155. You could probably get down.
I
there.
can't. get up to
155. Mackie
I
can't.
could maybe get up to maybe 145. Maybe.
I think we should do a jiu-jitsu match.
Do you think in the
Mackie-
righteous time in your life you'll gain some weight,
Maybe. Yeah.
or you think you'll lose some weight? Like, what do you think?
I think I'll gain some weight.
Oh, from
gain
being
some weight.
righteous?
Yeah,
Why do you think you'll gain weight?
I think he's gonna be eating more McDonald's and
the
stuff.
blood.
Because you're gonna be more. You're gonna need to like fill a void. Like, what are you filling the void with now?
heroin.
No.
What's-
Matt.
What do you mean filling the void with?
Well, like, okay, if you don't go out, so like you would go out,
Well,
say
I've
like
been-
at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. What do you fill those voids with not staying up?
I've been
and,
keeping
Mickey D's.
I've been keeping my house very clean.
Okay.
Everything's in order.
so that's a filling the void. Not a
You should
horrible
see
thing.
you should see my house right now. It's spat. Like,
Yeah. What kind of cleaning supplies do you use?
Just I don't know, like wipes and stuff.
Okay.
Cleaning the bongs, making sure they're
Well,
nice
okay.
and clean.
I don't
you-
think that's righteous.
What do you
No,
think?
it is righteous
That is
because you're
righteous.
keeping your household clean is righteous and it's on a good
it,
path.
It feels good. It feels.
So that's a void filler. Like, what
Yeah,
are you
it feels
doing at
better.
12 o'clock? Are you sleeping or are you watching TV?
Dahmer.
I don't usually watch TV to be honest, unless if there's sports on.
Okay.
But I probably just looking at my phone, maybe some homework.
Good. Are you doing more homework? Are you getting your stuff
Dude.
done earlier?
I'm trying to. Struggling with this class, but seeing how it goes.
The righteousness has no bounds. Like I get to the point where I feel guilty about the blue light on my phone. I'm like, dude, I need to be more righteous than this.
But the blue lights, like the, what is that again? I've heard of it. But like,
It just affects your sleep. It affects your mood. It affects your serotonin levels or
yeah.
all kinds of stuff. And it's the light that your phone emits. And it's like if you follow the path of righteousness too far, you start getting weird about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going that far.
Not yet.
When I
you don't know, though.
not yet. When
You
I
can get so
first
into
met
it.
Jordan, I used to sleep in a room and try to just like. Remember, Chank used to be mad at me because I would close no TV and I would close all the curtains in the room. I wanted it blacked out with no sound just so
Yeah.
I could like get deep into my soul.
That's horrible. Get your own room then. You can't. That's not normal. Don't sleep like that.
Militant.
Most of the time, I sleep with no TV or anything.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
I find like the best thing for being righteous, waking up really early.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you do if you have to.
Well, yeah, if
I
I
always
have
give
to,
Mackie
yeah.
credit for that.
I think waking up early is like seriously good for you.
It helps me because
wait-
like the days that I like yesterday, not that that had anything to do with it, but yesterday I slept until like 10 because I missed my alarm. I woke up, I was frazzled. I thought I missed the tanker wave, and then
The fact that he keeps calling it a tanker wave.
I rushed.
No, it was.
We were
It
gonna
was
go
the
surf the
Philly.
tanker,
Yeah.
Oh, you were supposed to go to Philly?
and then
Yeah.
it didn't come, and then I was all discombobulated. I didn't get to go swim in the morning, and then I came down here, and what happened? We drove all the way down here, and I had 2 opportunities for the wave of my life, and I missed them.
When are you doing your homework?
I get a bunch of school done. I just don't do it as often. I'm pretty ahead.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Like I'll graduate a year ahead of all of my peers.
You gonna graduate before me?
What, high school?
College.
Probably.
Probably.
maybe.
I could probably get a doctorate.
My master's.
I might go back to the University of Phoenix.
That's where I'm going to
It's
go.
Arizona State. Not
I think we should. I think we should all.
Is that what it is now?
Arizona State University. But
That's-
there's
No,
University.
That
There's
sounds
Phoenix.
better.
I think we
two
should do it.
different.
I think we should do a challenge.
Arizona
Who can get
State's
there?
more of the party school. University of Phoenix is like the more.
U of A.
What's it called?
I thought University of Phoenix was just like an online thing. I didn't think it had to do with Arizona.
What? What?
I thought the University of Phoenix was just like a fake university online. I don't think it has anything to do with Arizona. Because there's
Oh,
US,
really? Oh,
yeah,
really?
because there's, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was-
Because-
I was just letting it ride.
no, because there's Arizona
I do
State
know
and then
Jordan wants to
University of
burn in.
Arizona.
Oh,
There's
okay.
2 universities in Arizona. One,
And then
I
University of Phoenix just online bullshit.
think it's just
Yeah.
online bull.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I think.
I thought it was an
don't.
actual. I thought it was an actual real school.
No, it's,
Hey, it could be.
I don't think it is. I don't know. We have to fact
We
check,
should
but
do
I
a
don't
challenge. Who
So-
can get their doctorate the quickest?
So,
think. I mean, if I start
Jordan
now,
will
I could
probably
beat
win.
Mackie. Yeah, because I'm really good at school.
yo,
4.0. Graduated.
do you
It's
are
so
you
easy
gonna
to get
take a
4.0
GED or are you gonna take a? Are you gonna get a high school diploma
High school diploma.
from?
Lighthouse Christian Academy.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's that located?
Iowa.
What?
That's the online
See,
program.
dude, they
I
didn't
did.
have this fancy stuff when I was a
That's
kid.
the online
like,
program I
we
did.
went to AC. We tried to apply for homeschool in the state of New Jersey, and they're like, "Nah, you can't. You won't get a diploma."
Yeah, I submitted a like an application to be accepted into the school,
Yeah.
and
Iowa, huh?
yeah, they accepted me. I do all my work online.
Does that like?
4.0 GPA.
Does that help your chances for going to a college? Because they're like, "Oh, we need some more Iowa people." Like, there's
No,
nobody. You know,
He's still from New Jersey.
It does
Ben.
help my chances. Like I was looking into going to like a military academy
Yeah.
for a while, and it like helped my chances for some things, but at the same time it like hindered it. So you need to get like letters of recommendation and stuff from school board members, and
Gotcha.
there's no school board members there.
I think homeschooling is. I just don't believe in it, but
I mean,
that's just
for
my
me,
opinion.
I think I've had a much better. Like, growing
you
up.
because you go places, but I just think homeschooling is so
Like if you're
weird.
not like a social person like me,
Yeah.
and you're very antisocial and have a tough time making friends, you wouldn't get to meet anyone.
Would you say you're not a social person?
No, he is.
No,
he talks
you
too
are.
much.
Yeah,
Moose.
exactly.
Moose is a well-rounded kid, though.
No, Moose
He
is
really
because Moose has traveled. Moose has been around adults, been around people younger than him, been around everybody. He works.
I think Moose,
I feel like homeschool is only for people in your situation. If I see
Exactly.
a
But
person
Moose-
homeschooling younger, like I just don't get it.
Yeah, Moose's
That's
parents
cool.
have done a great job because like Moose also has learned respect through other avenues, like
Yeah.
through surfing and then through lifeguarding, just being around Randy. Like he knows the structure of life,
Of
like,
life, yeah.
respecting your elders, and it's good. It
Yeah.
worked out for him so
but I
far.
just think homeschooling's so weird.
It's definitely not for everyone.
Like me,
yeah, like no,
Yeah.
it's so-
homeschooling f***ed me up.
But like
dude.
the thing is, I've learned so many things. Like, did you ever learn how to like budget grocery shopping when you were in school?
nah,
Like do taxes?
Nah.
You didn't-
well, I think that's good, but not
They don't-
every
they
mom
don't-
We
does
did
that.
have a class for that in mainland.
they don't
That's
taxes.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like taxes and like all that stuff.
we
Even
didn't
like
have that.
It was like a joke of a class though. It was called it was
ethics.
no, it
No,
wasn't
what
ethics.
the
It was
is
it
it
was
money management? Is that what it was?
No, it was
Taxes.
like something like
This is how you cheat.
Now that's a write-off.
it was
That's
it was
right
a
on.
class.
Foot massage. Now, see, they
That
will
is a
never
write-off.
catch you writing that off.
That is a write-off though, because it's for your body, for your health,
So true.
Yeah.
Just my mental.
for your mental work.
So, Moose, what's your 5-year plan?
It all really depends on.
Wait, how old are you? 17?
17.
And you would graduate high school at 18.
I graduate next fall.
Yeah. So, what's
At
your
this
5-year
rate.
plan?
So
22.
once I graduate high school, it's difficult because I know whatever I do in my life, I want to help people, and I feel like the best way I can do that is with ocean rescue and using my talents in the water to assist people. I'd been very interested in enlisting in the Coast Guard and looking to become a rescue swimmer, but it's a very big commitment, and I want to make sure I'm 100% sure.
You're out at 38.
Yeah.
Done with
and
a pension.
And you have a pension. And then I could go into doing
pretty young, dude.
And then I could go into doing something that I enjoy. One of the things I've noticed through traveling everywhere is there's a big need for trained lifeguards. Like in Costa Rica when I was just there, one guy I was talking to told me he learned how to do CPR off a YouTube video, which is terrifying.
Wow.
Being that we have hundreds of thousands of tourists going there every year.
Yeah.
You know, and these guys are learning how to do these things off of YouTube just because they don't have the resources. So I would really love to use my knowledge to help other people prevent emergencies.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And if none of the folks at home know, Moose is a very accomplished amateur surfer. He's an East Coast champion, national team, U.S. surf team, sponsored by Quicksilver, my protege. What is your goal in surfing?
I mean, once I've gotten a little older, you know, I know it's very difficult to make that, you know, the world tour, and I really don't enjoy competing as much as I used to.
I couldn't tell by the board riders.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of it whatsoever. I like to surf for fun, and all the pressure sometimes gets to me. But I know it's really hard to make, you know, a good living, and I have to think about, you know, like my dad was in the military, and then now he has a really good pension, and he'll be set for the rest of his life. Surfing isn't really something that sets you up very good for the future.
It's rough, dude.
So if you don't, I want to make sure that I'll be steady. You know, if I do have a family, you know, you're not going to be able to be a pro surfer your entire life.
Yeah.
And especially not having, you know, coming from a name, like a household name in surfing, you know, no one in my family surfs.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'll have them to fall back on and be like, oh yeah, my dad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, but
I enjoy what I do now. Surfing, I like, even though YouTube doesn't do, it's more of a hassle than anything. It's quite fun to like be able to look back and be like, oh, I was doing this a couple months ago. And that's like something I think I'll always do.
Yeah, subscribe to Moose on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Surfing Moose. Mackey's been throwing around bringing his YouTube channel back since he's on the path of righteousness.
Yep.
Go Mackey.
I love it.
I told him, dude, life of a surf filmer.
There you go.
Great.
Nobody's
Not a lot
doing
of people doing it.
You know what? Jordan's going to be launching hers too soon.
I tried.
You didn't try.
I tried it. Put up 5 videos.
You were like me when Ben first started a YouTube channel for me.
Yeah.
One video, 10 years, nothing.
Yeah. I still get comments on my videos though, like from like his fans. You should really make another. I'm like,
You should,
I like
dude.
get one like once a week.
What amazes me about YouTube is the things that people have to say. Like the fact that people take the time to write such negative things.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
Crazy.
I don't have that much time to like write a paragraph.
Mine
about
sometimes
what I
are
didn't
even
like.
just like the positive comments.
People
Like
are
people
nuts.
will sit there and like write like paragraphs of positive, which
That's
is like
much
nice.
appreciated. But
No, it is, but
yeah,
it's so
imagine.
wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's everything.
I couldn't imagine being 50 years old and like after watching, like spending 20 minutes of my time watching a 17-year-old kid's video to be like, oh, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You clickbaited me.
People are really lost, dude. They're really lost.
You click.
So yesterday we went down to the Cape May Ferry. Moose missed it. And it was the wave of the day. And today we are going to go back. Wish this young man luck.
Redemption.
The team
We're
is
going
on.
now?
We're dreaming. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Fully Nuking podcast. Last words, Mackie?
Guys, write down in the comments what your dreams and aspirations are, and next podcast will help you guys work through it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo,
Mackie.
I love that.
Let's go.
Thank you for watching. and
That's
listening.
some righteous stuff right there.
I was going to get the last word from everyone, but that's too
That's too
beautiful.
good. You guys
That was
just
a
ended
beautiful
there.
ending.
Just call it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For all the Stoke Fully Nuking Nation.
Subscribe.
No, the nukesters.
Oh,
Like,
the
comment,
Nukesters.
That's what I call them.
Hey, we'll
The
see.
nukesters.
That's pretty sick.
We'll see you next podcast. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We are having a lot of fun. So, for the dream, see you next week. Stoked.
Wait, do you
Ben,
guys like
that,
the nukesters?
That picture that Baker drew for you, is that like a fork?
No, it was the crane.
excavator working on Slammo.
That's sick.
Dude, his art.
hour on the